Good evening, everybody. We are going to be playing the Stanley Parable map, which I have favorited. Oh yeah. Also, I'm playing on controller. No judging. Hold on. Time to get into my work outfit. Proper lore. Oh yeah. This is gonna be good. Also, they got the new update on here. So, follow Red Snow or something. Oh. Yes! Hmm? Oh. I appreciate you. Wait. That's good. Excuse me. Alright. What's this? Achievements? No. But let's begin. Yes. I really appreciate how much work they put into this. This is good stuff. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never... Yeah. I'm recommended.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm ruining it.
Sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I switched it to inside my headphones.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, okay. That was just the intro sequence. Sorry. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Whoa. The end is never the end is loading. The end is never the end is never the end. Yes. Nothing. A marker that you can't touch.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. Yep, that's legacy. That's not the right door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No,
Yes.
no. I can't just give these merits away
What?
for such little effort.
No.
A measly 5 clicks.
Yes.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost
50?
certainly
Okay.
50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Okay.
I want to see commitment, a
Okay.
willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
Yeah.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? 417. Right? 417. Alright. I can't run.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437? Alright. Okay, I got this. Oh, yes. 437. Where is it? 430. Where is it? 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay. I can't handle not being able to run. Hold on. $415? Okay.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. Oh, yeah, baby. 437. Got you.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. 417?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Climb on 419's desk? Okay. Where is he? Employee 419. Where's 419? How am I supposed to tell? Where is he? 419, 419? Employee 419, oh no.
Yes!
Yes.
This is great! You're
Yes.
putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like
Yes.
that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416? Okay, okay.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again! Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
5 clicks?
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking? Obviously nothing. Okay. There's window wiggle room here. Yep.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Okay.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Yes.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Yeah, okay.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Ooh.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He'd push them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Yeah, okay. What am I supposed to do here? I don't want to reset because there's still music. When the music opts out, I'll quit. I'm genuinely liking this music. Yeah, it's gonna loop. The end is never the end, it's loading. The end is never the end, is never... Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. I need to put, Okay. I assume that's a secret. It's gotta be. But we'll go to the doors of choices. The new content door isn't here. So I assume that I have to complete a full story dialogue thing. I'm gonna try to take control of the thing. I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This must have took dedication. Like, does that change? That's the broom closet. Gimme.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'm gonna pause it. Or not pause it, I'm gonna switch it.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Can I close it? Can I close it?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Yes.
He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Hervé or FA?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
That's what makes it so great.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yes.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Your dialogue is what made me want to come here.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
Yes.
You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
And since I know there's nothing else and I'm not waiting in there for an hour on stream, right? Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Insanity ending. But no. It's intangible. Bathroom? Did I do the executive bathroom update? Oh. It doesn't have the poems and stuff. They're working on it, I assume. But I know one thing. Yes. You could sit? That's good. Dang. Oh, there's a voice. Oh, is this the narrator? Oh, that's uneven. Stop saying Stanley. Stop whispering Stanley in my ear. Alright. I got over it. I don't think the new
Stepping
content,
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Great, great. Now I gotta sit here. I forgot about this.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, here. Ooh, this is bright now. Boop. You know what, I'll get the peaceful ending. Canon ending. Oh. Yeah, I don't care for canon. Let's go. Canon ending. Whee.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Why am I jumping?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Okay, why am I jumping?
More free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Yeah, but why am I jumping?
When for years it had never occurred to him.
And why am I jumping?
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yeah, so you gonna tell me why I'm jumping? Why I was jumping?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This took dedication.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
The lights
what horrible secret
did not
did this
work
place
good.
hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he
No,
have
I
the
didn't.
strength to find out?
Spin. Spin. Gun? Where's the button?
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Whoa.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Is he gonna do it?
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
gonna
meant
work?
nothing.
No. Well, I assume it would take too much work, but they have plenty of years to add the new content in. They'll have plenty of years to, you know, update the content, add the new content, you know,
This
the new
mind
content,
control facility,
and
it was
add
too
the
horrible to
details
believe it couldn't be
after.
true.
Here,
Had
that- they're
Stanley
just
really
gonna
been
do
under
it.
someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Seizure
his
time.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I love how it's called IP mind control. Stanley Parable's cool. Except, you know, the in-between rooms aren't, like, absolutely kosher. Like, I mean, wait a minute. Should I get all canon endings? You know, all original. I still don't think they have the new content.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
1, 2.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began
5,
to
I
sink
know
in,
4's up there.
Stanley decided that
3.
this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, well, I have no idea whether that's gonna work, and I'll turn it off. I'll get the canon ending. What's that over there? Okay.
And when
Jesus. That scared me. I didn't know both him talking and the power shutting off scared the heck out of me.
Blackness and a rising chill of
slower.
uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Oh.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah,
Where
like
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
And
but
there's
happiness.
the
Perhaps his goal had not been
tree.
to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it
That's
will
a
be
school.
his. And that was
Stanley's
all that he
banned
needed
from
to know.
schools.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Can I?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
So I had to make that scenic. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Awaiting input? Right, I gotta keep doing that. But the input computer isn't there. What if it was in the office, and what if I just passed it? Okay. That's not different at all. La 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 la. Right, insanity ending.
When Stanley
Let's
came to
go.
a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Insanity ending, then we'll do the locked out or the broken.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Ending, reset. That's not kosher.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Alright, I ran. Wait, what happens if I wait outside the broom closet? 11:47. It's just before 11. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. Technically on there it's like 11:49, 48. Technically it is. Wow. How is this clock accurate? Oh, I get it. TSB. The Stanley Parable. I thought it meant teaspoon. Right. We're gonna do all left or endings.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what
This
a
is all a
relief Stanley
dream.
felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Insanity ending complete. I'm not gonna do the taking over the mind control thing since I don't know how to do it and I'm too lazy to try to figure anything out. Oh, wait. I gotta try the escape thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. Oops. I really wish that initiated dialogue.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on his left. Got it. Really wish the Blue and Classic ending
Yet
had
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yep.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Mm-hmm. Can't you close the doors?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Alright,
life.
escape ending.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
It is kind of good, but
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yup. I couldn't get through the doors in time. Hesitated. Should I get the blown up ending?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt
but I don't want
It
to
was a
wait.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the
I'm still
nature of
jumping.
his job. Why did he feel
Why
this
am I
now,
jumping?
when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Something my feet wouldn't link. Alright, the escape ending.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. I'm in a box thing. I obviously can't jump.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Wait, what?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Bro, I just walked towards the light. Stanley really is dead.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Uh. Wait. Wait, everywhere now. Alright. So we get a little extra stuff. White covered window. Huh. I'm gonna go left. Questionable, but okay. Alright, so this could have made a great addition. Nice. Eventually at the bottom of the stairs. What? Okay, but what happens if death? No flying. Not gonna lie, they have some good ideas, but if they didn't scrap them midway, this could be so great. Wait a minute, where's the baby fire? Wait, the baby game.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape.
Okay. Well, I'm officially done. For right now, I'll just go watch shows I've watched before on Netflix until I get bored enough of that to start playing another hour of the Stanley Parable. Maybe with Devin, or maybe we'll be playing a different game. Who knows? Who cares? It's almost exactly an hour, so I'm gonna go back to the dorm. Ooh. I can hear stuff just casually breaking. Been an hour almost exactly. Goodbye.